So as you can see, we're back down at the A-frame, and it has been a long time. And things are really out of order here. Thankfully, the inside of the cabin is in good shape. Everything is good in here, but our woods out there are just a complete mess. So my goal today is to not only enjoy being down here, but I'm also planning to get out there and do some work. All right, guys, so I want to show you what we're dealing with here. It's mainly just a ton of overgrowth. We've also got this huge pile of brush over here that's been sitting around for a very long time. I think it's about time to just kind of, get rid of it, or as much of it as possible. So we'll start a little fire as well. Now while we let this fire take off, we're gonna take out the side here. This thing's basically just a blade on a stick, and we're gonna start cutting down all of these weeds, or at least a lot of them. No. Well, my side broke, and it's my dad's. He's not going to be happy about that. However, might be able to throw something together to get me through this job, but that's a bummer. All right, before we continue on, I want to tell you about the sponsor of this week's video, Trainwell. Trainwell is your personal fitness solution. It combines the personalization and accountability of a human expert with the flexibility of technology. So you have a real personal trainer that you interact with who helps shape and mold workouts to fit your goals and what you need. But here's the kicker. All of the workouts are guided through your phone on the app.
In 1 minute, do 10 reps of dumbbell goblet squat with 20 pounds.
So as you can see here, it shows you which exercise to do, how many reps with how many pounds, but it also shows you the correct form, which is so incredibly important when you're doing workouts like this. And of course, working out is extremely important. It's a great way to stay in shape, to keep healthy, and also achieve goals that you might have for yourself. And so even though I get a lot of cardio in when I'm out in the woods, Trainwell has specifically helped me to get back into strength training, which is really important to me. So my trainer's name is Rod, and he really helped me to build out a routine that involves the equipment that I have at home.
I'm probably going to use a lot the dumbbells that you have available. I'm actually going to be starting you off with full body workouts, and there's a few reasons why.
So this is where I can give Rod some feedback. I can say that exercise was just right, too easy, too hard, and then add some additional comments as well. So I'll give him feedback on what's working, what's not. We'll make those tweaks together, and then I'll go back and try it again. It's been incredibly helpful. But the challenge that I have for working out consistently is just, managing my schedule. It's been really helpful to have a routine that works around my schedule.
I've been loving Train Well because I can work out whenever I have a spare moment, whether that is when Olivia is taking a nap, or I have some free time to myself, or even when she's here with me.
So if you want to give Train Well a shot, all you have to do is follow the link in the description of this video to receive 14 days free with a personal trainer. It's been a great fit for me and for Riley, and I think it'll be a great fit for you as well. Well, I think this calls for a coffee break. Got a nice fire going out there. We'll definitely keep adding to that. So some of you guys have been asking me about the A-frame, wondering why I don't come down here as often, or if it even is still in existence. And there's a few reasons why there haven't been as many videos down here lately. I've been really enjoying going out and seeing different parts of this state and the country. So traveling has been a lot of fun. It's been great taking out our boat, taking out the bike cabin, as well as the travel cabin, and just doing new things, seeing new places. Secondly, there's not as much to do down here. Aside from enjoying the cabin or sitting out by the fire, there's not a ton to film, and so that's why I tend to do videos here when there's a snowstorm or a rainstorm or thunderstorm. So I hope that kind of makes sense as to why you don't see the A-frame quite as often. I'll definitely try to do more videos down here because I love it. This is the first cabin I ever built. I think it's one of my coolest, most rustic feeling cabins that I have. And it's in an absolutely beautiful part of our woods here. So I definitely plan to keep doing videos. They just might not be quite as often as they certainly used to be at the early days of the channel. How's it going, guys? Good lunch? It's so cool to be able to just sit and watch wildlife like we do here. And of course they're used to seeing me, so they don't just run off right away. Very cool. So it turns out that even though this thing is broken, I guess I didn't really think that I can still swing it. It's not as long, but you know what, I can still get out there and take care of the rest of our front yard at least. That looks a lot better. Man, you can just keep going on and on. I mean, the weeds, they go through the entire property, but it feels good just having a little front yard out there, and looks just so much nicer. This property in the summertime is like a jungle. So much brush, so many ferns, and these are all deer trails here. Just look at how tall these plants are. It is unbelievable. And then when you cross over the creek like that, all of the ferns and the greenery disappears, and you're left just with these massive trees. I mean, take a look at just half of this tree, one of the trunks here. These grooves are massive. I mean, that's the size of my fist, and that's just one of those grooves in the bark. And then of course I love how our cabin just sits on the point right here where the creek makes that turn. It's just a beautiful place. So on these bad boys, we've got seasoned ground beef, and then I just picked up some store-bought pico de gallo to make it easy. I don't have a lot of space to be like cutting veggies and stuff, so this is just a good way to go. And then of course we've got the cheese and tapatio to give it a little zest. They're great. Had this fire going all day. It's been a good one too. I haven't had a fire like this big or intense in a long time. There really is just kind of a magic to this place. I don't know what it is, but it has just that real beautiful quality to it. So cozy. Well, good morning. We got some decent sleep. It's definitely hot out. I want to say all day yesterday was in the 80s, and overnight it maybe got to 75. So not the most comfortable sleeping conditions, but you know, that's being at the cabin. Isn't it crazy how this fire is still burning? I mean, it makes sense. We literally had it going all day. It's incredibly hot. But it's kind of strange when you wake up in the morning to find a fire still burning. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for coming along. It felt so good being back at the A-frame. I love this place. I love this property. And it's good to take care of it, you know, and to spend time down here. It's definitely good for the soul. So thank you for joining me. I want to give a special shout out to our patrons who generously donate to this channel. Thank you guys so much. Seriously, it means the world to us. I also want to remind you to check out Trainwell, formerly known as Copilot, if you're looking for a personal trainer. Remember, you can get 14 days free with my link, and I definitely think you should check it out. But for now, it's time for us to get home. We'll see you next week. God bless. Come on up.